AEW has been running a lot of multi-man matches recently, and it seems like this trend will continue into the future. Are they worth it? What are the pros and cons of a multi-man match? In this video, we're going to focus on the Dark Order vs Elite and FTR match. I'm going to give you a few reasons why I would like to see more multi-tag matches, and one reason why they might actually be a bad idea. Personally, I thought this match was very impressive from the amount of storytelling they were able to accomplish with it, while also keeping up a high energy pace with multiple big spots. AEW currently has one show on air as well as 2 consistent YouTube shows. That's not a lot of time to showcase its growing roster of talent. A multi-man tag is a great way to see some of your favorite performers even if they aren't currently in a feud. I love seeing Brody Lee, but he's currently on the sidelines while larger feuds play out. This match gives him screen time, even if it's just a few moments. With this much talent in the ring, they're able to experiment with how the audience will react to future match potentials. I can't remember if Brody Lee has wrestled the Young Bucks, but it's great to see a glimpse of their encounter in this match. The multi-man tag format also gives green talent a chance to be in the ring with veteran wrestlers. I can only assume this will help them pick up some tips as well as give them more in-ring experience. But to me, the biggest perk of a multi-man match is the ability to continue multiple stories in one setting. In this single match, they were able to continue at least 5 different storylines that all connect into one another. I find this to be a smart and economical way to continue storytelling when they either aren't ready for a feud or don't have enough screen time to dedicate to them. Let's go into the different stories being told here. While it's nice to see the Elite again, this match potentially did more harm in breaking the team apart than good in reuniting them. Later in the match, when the team is checking on Dax Harwood, they accidentally turn their back on Kenny, leaving him to fend off all of the Dark Order. Over the last few weeks, Kenny has slowly been going crazy, turning back into his cleaner persona from New Japan Pro Wrestling. If they wanted to, Kenny could use this moment as even more motivation for turning. His friends didn't have his back, so how can he trust anyone now? A small but fun storyline shown mostly in Being the Elite so far is the ongoing hatred that Kenny Omega has for Colt Cabana. Colt consistently annoys Kenny by being in his shots or generally being in the way. It got to the point that he grew to hate Colt Cabana with a passion. This match is their first in-ring encounter since all of their BTE hijinks. It's like Kenny sees red and goes into autopilot when he gets a chance to fight Colt, which allows the Dark Order to capitalize on him. Colt could not shake his losing streak until the Dark Order approached him with a contract offering. He still seems to be on the fence about joining since he hasn't worn the Dark Order mask or attire yet. Brody Lee seems to notice this and gives him extra attention during the match by guiding him on what to do or encouraging him to keep going. Colt Cabana becoming indoctrinated is reinforced here as the Dark Order always has his back, and Colt makes a point to listen to Brody Lee or look to him for advice like a dog to a master. He's so excited by anything positive that he does, and he's always looking to Brody Lee for encouragement. Another storyline is FTR and Hangman Page. They've been teasing a trios team for the last several weeks on both Dynamite and Being the Elite. There is a growing disconnect between Adam Page and the Elite that started with the idea of Adam Page being lonely and needing drinking buddies. They continued this story in the ring by tagging Page in whenever they had a chance, and even attempting to pull off a trios figure 4. In return, when Dax Harwood is injured later in the match, Page is the one to go to the back with FTR to make sure he's okay, leaving the Elite to fend for themselves. Through that friendship, FTR has consistently found themselves able to help Adam Page when he's in a bind, such as when he found himself surrounded by Dark Order. A few weeks prior to this match, Brody Lee found out that the Dark Order had almost recruited Adam Page. He confronted him in the ring in an attempt to recruit him once again. After Page declined, Brody Lee declared that he would make his life a living hell from now on. He got to prove that a little bit in this match. In one moment, Adam Page managed to knock out everyone in the Dark Order except Brody Lee, who watched from the apron, not attempting to help his teammates. Later on, after the damned numbers game caught up to them, Brody Lee found himself in the ring with Adam Page. After Page nearly knocks out Kenny Omega, he turns around to get destroyed by the discus lariat. Despite all of this, a multi-man tag match of this caliber does set back the product in a few ways.
It's a fun match, but the issue is that I don't believe anything that's happening in this type of match. In this type of match style, I don't believe anything. I'm not lost in the action. Too many things are going on that makes me suspend my disbelief. Yeah, I couldn't get attached to it. I'd say the median average of a match length in AEW is 15 to 20 minutes at times. Like sometimes they at least go 15 minutes, some of these matches.
Yeah.
And they don't need to. They got a lot of people in at the expense of the wrestlers after the match.
seems that the logical way to structure these matches is to look at each wrestler's individual storyline and see if there's any way to progress it during the tag match. All of these storylines becoming interconnected in one match not only keeps each storyline alive and progressing, but it enriches the landscape of AEW by making multiple wrestlers and multiple angles now tied together. Because of this match, what could be any single storyline now has the potential to branch off into an unlimited amount of feuds. If I missed any stories, please let me know in the comments and like and subscribe for more match analysis.